I said 500.
Love those 3 ohms. Welcome back to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm your host for this program. Once more, we have Radan Sturm. Radan is a personal trainer. He's Director of Training and Development at Complete Body and Spa. Radan has many years of experience. I'm going to do a little bit of a mini interview to refresh your memory about all the tips that Radan had been sharing with us several episodes ago, and he also came in the last episode. He's promised to stay with us tomorrow as well, and the next one as well. Radan, tell our viewers a little more, and actually it refreshes my memory too. You've had your own business or fitness business before?
Yeah, in Sydney I had a business for 6 years.
In Sydney? How could I tell the answer?
Ah, you could tell. And we basically did full gym services. So it was personal training, massages, classes, lots of yoga, lots of one-on-one yoga, which was really good.
Okay, yeah.
Because in a class setting, you get a certain amount of direction, but you don't get that hands-on postural alignment.
So one size fits all.
Yeah, so one-on-one yoga is fantastic because the instructor can tell you exactly what position to be in.
Right.
And work on things that are maybe a little bit tighter or...
And which are specific to one person's body, which maybe
because
easy
everybody's
for someone
different.
Else. Exactly.
Your right side's tighter, my left side's tighter.
Right.
You know.
And right now you are you're Director of Training and Development at Complete Body and Spa. So what does that involve? What do you do there?
Well, there I try and find the most talented instructors.
Right.
So whether it's personal trainers or yoga instructors, Pilates instructors, anybody, I try and find the best.
You find the best, and
if they're not quite the best, then I try and train them, giving them my experience to kind of just get them to a level where
to
they
meet
can
your
service
clients at their level. That's right.
And we have very high-end clients, so they expect a lot.
Of course.
Especially in New York.
Right.
They want it yesterday.
That's right. Everything has.
It's like, why am I not fit? I had one workout.
Yeah, I've never exercised in my life, but I need to be fit.
That's right.
That's right. Everyone wants a personalized workout, and as far as possible, you try to give it to them through your instructors.
That's right.
So you have obviously an interview or a culling process. So you're selecting the best teachers to be able to keep the best clients.
Absolutely. And then we try and hire some junior trainers that are willing to learn.
Right.
And then we have an education program where we put them through our schooling.
Right.
And it does take, to get a really good understanding, it does take 3 months of working with us closely to get to the point where you can then get in front of clients.
Absorb the culture of your
of what we do.
Yeah,
and then, in my opinion, it takes 6 years to understand how the body works.
Oh, okay.
Of full-time instructing. So, anybody with 6+ years of experience is almost getting towards an elite level.
Oh, I like that, like level.
Which is the idea.
Grade A, yeah. The idea is to be able to do the best you can, not just for yourself, but also now to be able to teach and offer it to others.
Yeah.
Radan, you also have a blog.
I do, yeah. It's radansturm.com.
Now tell me, I had a blog too, but after a while, I think I sort of slowed down a little bit because I felt I was talking to myself. But I know you have some great viewpoints on the blog. How would you like people to reach out through your blog? Do they just visit you? Do you have a
just type in radansturm.com.
Radan Sturm.
The title of the blog is actually called The Simple Truth about health and fitness.
That's what I was getting to.
Because I know there's a lot of myths out there and people are a little bit confused as to what works, what doesn't work.
Right.
You know, the difference between weight loss and fat loss.
We were talking
which
about
is,
that, that's right.
you know, there's a big difference.
Right.
Sometimes people think they can still lose weight, but really, you know, we're talking about fat loss and looking good.
Right.
And they might not have fat to lose.
And looking trimmer, they may lose a couple of inches, not necessarily on the scales, but a few inches.
Absolutely.
But not the pounds.
So it's just, it's a website that educates people on the basics.
Right. No magic cures.
Well, no, and there's a lot of it is marketing to try and make money, selling pills and shakes, and when the reality is so much simpler.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that. So you're giving a very straightforward view for people to stay fit. And I'm not just saying to get fit, because a lot of people out there don't realize they already probably are very fit.
Yeah.
But we just force ourselves to think, oh, I need to lose weight. I personally, and this is my personal opinion, I feel that if I have that high level of energy, yes, I would love to look like Cindy Crawford, but hey, it's a bit late now in the years.
It's not too late. What are you talking about?
I know, poor Cindy. She's probably...
She's in the next room, actually.
Yeah. And everyone would love to look like someone else, but you know what? It doesn't matter. Sometimes I think the glow comes from the inside.
And what's interesting, even people that look to us really fit think they're not fit.
Right. I've known very slender people.
They think
with
they're
very
fat.
That's right. And they have high cholesterol levels. We don't realize.
Yeah.
A lot of people look very slender and we think, oh, they look so fit. And they say, no, my cholesterol's through the roof.
Absolutely.
But if we have high levels of energy, is that a good indication?
Absolutely.
That's good to know. There you go. So stay with us, stretch with us. We air, Yoga Express airs Monday through Friday on Time Warner 57, RCN 84, and Fios 35 at 1:30 in the afternoon. And if you cannot get us on your TV station, you could go to mnn.org, which stands for Manhattan Neighborhood Network, which is where we air these episodes. We tape these episodes, and we air them first here, but then we are all over the boroughs, the 5 boroughs in New York, which is Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, and Staten Island, including Manhattan. That's 5. If you cannot receive us anywhere, just go on mnn.org and look us up. Yogaxpress.com is my website as well. The show is called Yoga Express. Josiane Hurd, our director, thanks once again for holding the fort for us. Joe Mantabia, thank you so much for assisting Josiane. And Richard Swanson, thanks for facilitating and setting up the studio lights and sound. Josiane, if we can have the music up just a little bit, Radan and I are going to go through some seated postures today. Radan, why don't we pick up where we left off yesterday?
Sure.
You gave a great counter posture, counter gym move
exercise,
for the stretch. Why don't we start with that and then do the stretch?
It'll make me sweat again.
That's right, sweat again. Let's try that. You guide me through. You tell me what
it was basically just sitting on your buttocks, and then leaning back until your feet come into the air. And
so
then
what muscle are we engaging, which is always...
Your abdominals.
Abdominals.
Yeah, which is always good.
So not to use the quads.
Well, your quads are going to get used a little bit anyway, which is why it's then good to do the counter posture, because it'll stretch out your quads.
I can feel my body trembling.
Shaking, yeah, me too.
I'm not in good form, right?
No, I'm shaking too.
Oh, you are.
It means we're both not in good form.
Not you.
And the exercise is simply bringing your legs out and bringing your legs in. And when you bring your legs in, you have to sit up a little bit, otherwise you'll topple backwards.
Oh, right.
So you're just bringing it out, your abdominals will be working, and your legs are working also. And, even after doing 5 or 6 or 7 of those, it's quite difficult.
Right. Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, you can put your hands down here for balance also, if it helps. There we go. Good.
You said exhale as we come in.
Ooh, yeah, as long as you breathe.
Oof.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I give up. That was tough. Tougher than...
And you'll feel it in here, and you'll feel it in your hips a little bit, which is why the counter posture,
now, help
which is
me
this one. Which we're going to do, which is this one, right? Is it?
Right, we're going to sit on our heels.
Yeah, and then come back.
I felt it a little bit in my back as well. Should I have, or was I doing it wrong?
Well, I think it depends on the strength of your abdominals.
Obviously, they're not strong enough because I wasn't able to hold my... That's what
so it is a reasonably advanced posture. I wouldn't actually recommend that for somebody who hasn't been doing any kind of yoga.
Right.
So if you're feeling it in the back, I would stop.
Right.
Because you should be feeling it in the front of your body, either in your legs or in your abdominals.
You made a very good observation. I need to work on my abdominals. See, I'm discovering something about myself every day. You could too. So let's sit on our heels. Uncurl your toes. You're going to sit on your heels. We're going to go down. We're going to take our elbows down as far as we can go. Now, if you cannot go too far, that's okay. Go to your capacity. Lower your right elbow and then your left. You made another very good point, Radan. If you bring your knees out, you could help protect your back. Isn't that what you said?
Yeah.
Now, for those of you who feel you have very flexible or stretchy, if there is such a word, quad muscle, the front of your thighs, in yoga we encourage people to bring the knees together, Radan, but is there any danger in doing that?
It just makes it a little bit tougher for your lower back. So if you're feeling it in your lower back, I wouldn't.
Okay, but if you don't feel it, we're okay. Okay.
You can go into it.
Since I'm used to it, I think I'm comfortable. So, but it's not contradicting any benefit, right?
No, it's the same stretch.
So tilt your head back, keep your knees down. Resist the temptation to lift your knees off, because sometimes the knees do come off the floor, and at that time you feel pain in your ankles, so you don't want to put pressure on your ankles. Inhale, press with your palms, let's come up. And actually there's even another counter stretch to this, which was not planned today, but let's just fold over. We stayed back too long, so let's fold over. Inhale the arms all the way up, turn your palms in. Exhale, fold from the hip.
This is a nice one because it releases your lower back.
Right, it
so
does.
It's the back bend, it's the forward back bend.
Is it doing anything as far as the abdominals are concerned? Like we're compressing the front of the body, but it's not strengthening the abdominals.
No, it's giving them a rest. No, it's a very relaxing position.
It is. It's a very nice rest position.
We could hold this one for a long time.
I know, but we're on air. So inhale, let's come up. Don't go to sleep on me, Radan. Exhale and release. The next couple of postures, Radan, I think I've seen the gym trainer, the trainer that I mentioned in the last episode. I've actually seen him do this workout where on one of those machines where you lift your leg. So we're doing Janu Sirsha, which is head to knee. So we extend one leg out, and let's do that together. Let's sit down, extend your right leg out, just so we can stay together. I'm mentioning right leg, but if you've got the other leg out, that's fine. Work one leg at a time. Fold your left leg in, attach the sole of your left foot to the inside of the upper right thigh, and then turn to face the extended leg. So right here, you already are inclined to keep your back nice and upright. Now, if you feel that that's not happening very comfortably for you, you can do what I'm doing. Sit on a block or a brick. So once my buttock is raised, it helps bring my knees down, it brings my torso up. So I'm also feeling a less of a strain on my back, because I have we all have different anatomical proportions. Some of us have a longer waist. My legs are relatively longer than my waist. My waist may be shorter, so I need to prop myself. So now, flex your right foot. Inhale the arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling. Take your arms all the way up. Clasp your palms together. Exhale, fold from the hip. While we're holding, Radan is going to help us. Radan, there's a kind of a leg lift where you sit on that machine at the gym, and you've got a weight on your ankle and you bring your leg up, right? So that's a single, what is that called? It's a
leg curl, leg extension?
Leg curl or leg extension, right.
So leg extension does the front of your leg, which is this one here.
Okay.
And what we're doing essentially here is stretching the back of the leg.
Right, that's what I meant. So I'm looking for the counter move in the gym. Okay, so the leg extension, so would you say this would be a good stretch to do after your leg extension in the gym?
No, because this is stretching the opposite. It's the opposite side. So the stretch after a leg extension would be the other one that we did just before.
Okay.
Because it stretches the front.
It needs to stretch.
There isn't a machine called a leg curl, which is like the leg extension, but you're pulling your legs back.
I think that's what I'm thinking.
That's
I
the
told
one.
you I didn't know anything about gyms.
I know. And it strengthens the back of the legs. So generally wherever you're feeling it is then when you want to feel the stretch.
That's right.
So when you're coming forward into this position,
right.
I'm feeling a stretch down the back of the leg.
Yes.
Which is essentially where you would be strengthening with you pulling your legs in.
So we should be looking at the leg curl move in the gym for this counter stretch.
That's right.
Okay. So this is called Janu Sirsha. Janu is knee, Sirsha is head, so literally head to knee. My head is not going to make my connection to the knee today or in the next 50 years, but the idea is to try. You never know. The idea is to try. So keep exhaling as you fold over. Inhale, let's come up, and let's switch legs as gracefully as we can. We're going to fold the right leg in, unfold the left leg out, extend the left leg out. Keep your left foot flexed and turn to face the extended leg. So your upper body turns to face the extended leg, your left foot is flexed, so you're already feeling a beautiful stretch in the back of the leg.
Well, the interesting thing about the foot position is if you have your toes pointing up to the ceiling, you'll bring your calf muscles into play a lot more.
Yes.
Whereas if you keep your toes pointed, you're going to feel more into the hamstring.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, that's good. So the hamstring is really the muscle that runs under the back of the
it starts muscle. Under your butt and then runs down the back
all
of the leg
down.
into the knee.
Right.
And then your calf starts below the knee and goes into your ankle.
Okay,
so by flexing the foot, you're going to feel the calf stretch, as well as the hamstring.
Right.
You can try the difference. I mean, if we do one pointing forward, coming forward.
So you're working your hamstrings if you point your toes.
Come forward.
Yes. Oh, yeah, I feel that.
So there's no calf in that. Whereas if you bring your toe forward and then you come forward.
The calf works as well.
It brings your calf.
I think I'll keep my foot flexed. Inhale the arms all the way up. Turn your fingers in. Exhale, fold from the hip. Remember, every time we use the expression fold from the hip, it simply means you're giving that extra stretch to your spine so you could go deeper into your posture. Keep folding, keep exhaling, and dip. Inhale the arms up. Keep your arms where they are. Extend the right leg out. This time, do you have a double leg curl or something in the gym?
You do.
Oh, okay. How
did you know?
Just guessing.
You're usually lying on your stomach.
Right.
And you tuck your legs behind you, and then you bring your heels to your buttocks.
Okay, that's a double leg curl. Is it easy to demonstrate?
Yeah, you can
show us
in this position.
Okay.
And then the machine's on the back of your legs, and you pull.
So you've got resistance, and then you pull your leg out. Okay, so now we're
So this would be the counter stretch to
That's right. Oh,
lying
good.
hamstring curl.
Okay, so we are doing something right here.
You are.
Inhale, flex your feet, and then inhale, take your arms all the way overhead. Exhale, fold from the hip. Place your palms, if it's available to you today, place your palms over the soles of your feet, and once you're there, give your toes, the base of your toes, a beautiful little massage, because all nerves that end in the soles of your feet lead to glands and organs inside your body. The base of the toes lead to the sensory organs in your face, especially the big toe. Nerves that end there lead to the eyes. Inhale.
The other body part it's stretching here is your lower back.
True.
So a lot of people won't feel the stretching in their legs at all.
Because
they'll be going, what's Banu talking about? Because the reality is they're so tight in the back, they can't flex their spine forward.
Okay, so is that they should feel when they are really tight, they won't feel the stretch in the back, or is that when they feel only the back and they don't feel the back of the legs yet?
So it's a bit of a test to see how tight your back is. How tight they are,
right.
Because when I come forward and my back is very tight, I feel it in my back as well as the back of the legs.
Okay.
Whereas you probably only feel it in the back of your legs.
Right. I was thinking, what the hell is Radan talking about?
There you go.
But that's another observation. I never thought about it that way. Okay, so you feel more of a stretch in the beginning then. As you get deeper and deeper into the posture, you won't feel the low back stretch as much.
Yeah.
Okay, but which is good, right?
Yeah, you want to feel this more in the back of the legs. If you're feeling it in your back, the back's probably a bit too tight.
Okay.
So it's a good stretch to release the back as well.
Right. So your spine, your vertebrae.
Yeah, your vertebrae and the muscles either side of your spine are being lengthened.
Get a nice, beautiful stretch. And that's where all those happy juices come, right?
That's why people love that forward bend.
Inhale, let's come up. We're going to take you through a posture. Now, this one is called Paschimottanasana, or bird beak. It's also called east facing. I have no idea why, but bird beak sound makes more sense to me because you're folding over. Now, I'm going to take you through a posture called cow face. For those of you who want to know why this is called cow face, reach out to Radan. His details are on the screen. I'm kidding.
Cow face.
You can go to well, apparently, when your legs are aligned, when we cross, let's do that. Tuck your left heel under the right buttock. Cross your right foot over the left knee. So take your right foot over. For some of our participants and many people out there who are practicing, they're actually able to align the knees directly one over the other. And they're very comfortable doing it. I could probably try, and I'm a little more comfortable on the other side, but this side's really tight.
So does this look like a cow?
Well, this is like the jaws of a cow. And then you have the ears. So right knee is up. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, dip your left hand behind your neck, behind the base of the neck. So that's the ear of the cow. And then take your right hand.
Also known as your tricep.
Your the cows have triceps in their ears. How's that? Now you're right. From the gym perspective, this is this is the tricep, right? The back of the upper arm. Okay. So and it feels good, Radan. It's a nice stretch.
It's also a good test of your shoulder mobility.
Right.
So if you can't quite get your fingers to touch, it might be that your shoulder's a little bit tight.
So we need to keep working that. Okay. And the joint, you're right. Yeah. And in case I didn't explain the second half of that, reach for the left hand, the fingers on the left hand with your right. Take your right hand all the way back and make that connection. If the connection is not available to you today, use a little face wash, a towel, a yoga belt, whatever you can get your hands on, or even just, last time you mentioned hold a piece of your garment, right?
Yes, that's right. Or just keep your hands there.
Well, what I find, Radan, and correct me, I don't know if there's any tension created in the body, but I find that if I leave my hands suspended in midair, it creates tension in my mind. Like I feel I'm trying to get somewhere, I'm not getting there.
And it's difficult to get a good stretch as well, because when you bind, you can really pull the arms back.
That's right. And then take your elbows back, inhale, let's release, and let's switch legs.
It's great because it does lower body and upper body at the same time.
Exactly, yeah. Imagine if you had to watch a real cow do this.
The less is more.
Less is more. Let's switch legs. Tuck the right heel under the left buttock. Cross the left foot over the right knee. And I find this side feels a lot more comfortable than the other. So I'm looking more, my knees look a little more like a cow face this time.
I mean, getting into this position is dependent on your flexibility in your hips.
Okay.
Yeah, and your butt. So
if
the more open you are through the hips and the butt.
Where are the joints here?
Right here, yeah.
Right.
Right there and right there, where your butt meets your torso.
Torso, okay. And that's the psoas, ellipsoas or something, right? I'm trying to show off my muscle knowledge. That's not it?
No, that's a different one.
Okay.
It's all your glutes.
Okay, so
pretty much your glute medial.
Muscles. Okay.
Yeah, so the butt muscle more on the side.
Right. Yeah. So the more flexible we are there, the more we're able to
The more you're able to align the knees.
Oh, I see where you're getting there. Okay. So does that mean that one buttock is more flexible than the other?
It does, absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, whoa, I need to work on my right side.
Yeah.
So try to align both knees, one on top of the other. Left knee is up. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, dip your right hand behind your neck, the base of your neck. Take your left hand from behind, clasp the opposite fingers. So once you've made that connection, take your right elbow back and then take your left shoulder back as well. So that way you get a maximum full stretch in the upper body.
So I'm able to bind on this side.
You are or you're not?
I am.
You are.
I wasn't on the other side.
So
which means my left shoulder is more open.
Right. Actually, you're right.
I'm able to get the shoulder back.
What about your leg? Are you more comfortable crossing over on this side as well?
A little bit more, maybe.
More than the other side,
maybe
right? That's good to know that I'm in good company because we all have imbalances in the body. No, it's
everybody does. I don't know anybody. I've never met anybody that doesn't.
Right. Actually, I spoke with a lady on the phone. She's a holistic healer, and she mentioned that everyone's body, one leg is longer than the other, or one leg is shorter, or whatever. And that's what she does. She tries to bring balance in their body.
Wow.
Inhale, let's release. But it was good to know because I thought it was just me. So
no, I know.
Nice to know we're not alone.
You're not.
Well, thank you. Feels good.
Physically, now, anyway.
Thank you, Radan. Let's gracefully swing. You're not. You're totally undone. Swing the left leg all the way out. Not done yet, Radan. We're going transitioning directly into pigeon. Take your left leg, and this really feels good after that forward. The cow face. Now we're going into pigeon. I don't know. I've never seen pigeons sit like this, but anyway. Take your left leg. Now you can curl the toes in your left leg to push your left knee back. That brings your pelvis all the way to the ground. So really close to the floor, pigeon posture. And Josiane, the next adaptation is for you. Fold over, exhale, and fold. Our director, Josiane, thinks that this posture is not complete until we fold over. So let's do that. Radan, your explanation requested?
Yeah, this is pretty much a butt stretch. So whichever leg is tucked underneath you, that right side of the butt is stretching.
Okay, and what about the outside of the upper thigh?
I think if you have very tight hamstrings, which run on the back of the thigh, you'll feel it also.
I feel it on the right side, yeah. Okay.
But ultimately, it should be a butt stretch.
Butt stretch.
It also depends where this foot is that's tucked underneath you.
Right,
So the further you bring it out, the more you'll get into that side of the butt.
Is that good to bring it forward?
It's good, as long as you don't have troubles with your knees. If you have a problem with the knee, I'd keep it underneath.
Yeah.
So it's underneath is safer, out there is more advanced.
Right. No, I'm happy to be at basic level. I want to be safe. So inhale, swing the left leg forward, and then gracefully swing the right leg all the way to the back. And this side feels more comfortable for me as far as my legs are concerned. So I don't feel that intensity on the left thigh as much as I did on the right side. Exhale and fold.
It's also a wonderful stretch because you can relax.
Yeah, it is so beautiful, I know.
You could just read a book here, watch television.
You're right. I like that image. Just sit here, watch TV and read a comic book.
Why not?
I love that.
Do yoga at the same time.
That's right. Inhale. So the same thing's happening now, but on the left side. The butt is getting a stretch on the left side.
Whichever leg is tucked underneath you.
Right. Okay. Press with your palms. Inhale. And let's come up. And let's bring the right foot forward and bring the soles of both your feet. So from pigeon, we're going to come into cobbler position. Soles of both your feet touch each other. And then I'm going to sit on a block because that helps actually I'm very comfortable in this posture as it is. This is one of the few postures I'm totally comfortable. But for those of you who find that your knees may not go down, it might help you to sit on a block. You threw that. See, you need it.
Yeah, I need it.
It's more comfortable actually for me too, but I just somehow, this is the only posture where I feel comfortable just sitting without the block. So press with your palms, keep the soles of your feet together, and then push your knees down all the way. Now, exhale. Now for those of you who feel your knees are coming up, push your knees down with your calves, and your knees of course, with your elbows. Exhale and fold from the hip. Lead with the chest.
This is a very big stretch in your groin.
Deep stretch, right.
And in your adductors.
Right.
And whenever you're stretching in there, I think you have to do it very slowly.
Yeah, what?
If you're stretching these areas, do it slowly.
Do it slowly, not rush it.
Not rush.
Good advice. Okay.
Because it's quite a strong stretch.
It is, right?
And the longer you hold, it actually comes on stronger.
Okay, it's not like it feels easier, it actually gets tough. Okay, so that's a good point. So
you really want to breathe into this one, I think.
Right. So as we exhale, do it slowly, gracefully. Great observation, Radan. Thanks for pointing that out. I never really thought of mentioning the speed because for me this is one of the comfortable postures.
For me it's very uncomfortable.
Inhale, let's come up. And I think we will save the next few postures for the next one, but we're just going to extend our legs. We've got the credits rolling at the moment. And while we continue to stretch, I'd like to thank once more our director, Josiane Hurd, tech director, Ajwa Mantabia, and our facilitator for today, Richard Swanson. On behalf of our great team out there, and on behalf of our special guest, Radan Sturm, this is Banu Suresh signing off. You are watching Yogaxpress. Stay in touch with Radan. You'll get some great tips on this show. Radan, hopefully...
More tips online.
More tips online. That's right. RadanSturm.com.
That's it.
RadanSturm.
M for Mary.
M for Mary. So don't forget, stay in touch with Radan. You have any questions? In fact, we'd like to invite you to send your questions in. We'll read it out on air so others can enjoy the answers that Radan will be able to share with you as well. So let's go ahead and we're just going to feel the stretch in the back of the legs. To complete today's episode, place both palms to the left of your hip. I don't know if there is a gym move to counter this stretch. I'm sure there must be something for everything. But what we're going to do is we're going to fold over. So it's more of a twist than anything. It's not much of a stretch, but it's more of a twist. You remember you mentioned before we started taping today that the twists don't necessarily have moves at the gym. It's difficult.
They do have moves in the gym, but it's very hard to pinpoint one muscle that's doing a stretch when you're twisting.
Okay.
Because twisting usually involves quite a few different muscle groups all working together.
Oh, I see.
You know?
So, right. It's not isolating the muscles.
No, whereas a forward bend is a few muscles. A rotational exercise is doing a whole lot.
Good point. So exhale